Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Eddie Marcus. I'm back again. Got to keep scratching you, itching you, those spots that needs to be dealt with. So I want to say, I want to ask you this question. I was thinking about it myself just a few moments ago, and wanted to ask, why is it that people can love a certain thing and likewise despise another just as much as they loved another? And the thing that they don't really care about, they want to get rid of. They want to get rid of it. And it seems as if it's always, they want to get rid of it, meaning that they haven't gotten rid of it. And the question I would ask you, we all go through it. Why haven't we gotten rid of it? Why haven't we gotten rid of that stuff that we don't like, that causes us pain and suffering? That stuff that if we had what we call power, we change it. Why is it that we continue to allow that to exist? That question, I'm sure you've thought of it, and you don't have to answer it to me, but something to answer to yourself. It's a very important question. See, it's a question when you have a solution that presents itself, something that fixes the problems. Like homelessness, people out there in the street in the snow in Minnesota. And you got Washington coming to Minnesota talking about getting on Somalians, causing pain to the state of Minnesota because the state of Minnesota didn't bow down to Donald Trump. The liar, the most criminal person of this country, is in charge of the country. And what is he doing? Going to crack down on anybody that doesn't bow down to his criminality. Ain't that something? Now, the question is, why do you go along with it? Well, that that's the question. Why do you go along with it? Mm, mm, mm. So somebody comes along and say, well, if we stop going after dog eat dog because it's the selfish kind of society where we live in a place where we use money to demonstrate whether we're going to have a life or not. I remember, if I may interject this, during my first early life, man, just like I believe that everybody wants to enjoy life. Everybody wish they had enough money to do anything they want to do. I sure did. And I was going to go at it. And I believed I could really do it. I believed I had no problems. I could hang with the best. But having gotten out there in it, I started off in something legit. I started off helping people through the Veterans Administration. Excuse me just a moment. Old doggy saying, let me in. Yeah, I started jamming with the Veterans Administration, and it was really something that was honorable to me. I was respected. It was respectable. And you were helping people who had put their lives on the line. I mean, people who had gone to Vietnam, and I'm sure other places, put a gun in their hand and says that I am going to protect what America is all about. And see, at that time, they gave us the impression that America was about equality, that America was about serving people in the honor system that was expressed through the living of Jesus Christ. That's what they had us telling the world. And hopefully that was going to come back to us and we could actually start living it. But these guys put their lives on the line. They went out there killing people. And they came back I don't know what the numbers were, in boxes themselves, fighting for this. And all of a sudden, a crook who wouldn't go there and talked about these people was giving their lives, called them fools. And now he, my friends, wants to come over and destroy this nation from within. You ask yourselves, where are those who were willing to give their lives before, killing other people? to maintain what Trump and all of America is expressing today? Well, in light of the fact that there's a choice. Now, when I was working for the VA, I decided during that time that I saw so much and I was moved that caused me to change. Now, to be honest and tell you the truth, I really don't know what caused me to change. I uh, I saw some things, experienced some things. Excuse me. I'm considering it always a spiritual thing, but I can't really tell you what the main thing was that made me change. All I know is that I changed. It didn't change from wanting to be a successful person, successful in that I could be able to do anything that I wanted to do. That's what we call, any of us call successful. That didn't actually change, but I knew that my focus being not just directly on me now, but rather it had broadened. I'm thinking now, why not everybody? Why not you who can't pay your bills? Why not you who don't have a car? Why not you who can't get your car fixed? Why not you who don't have a washing machine and you want one? Why not you who don't have housing? Why not? Why not? That's a big old question. And to me, the first thing a person that's awake would do would ask God, God, why not? Hey, come on here. Look here. All of us need these things. All of us want these things. Why not? Why not, God? And you would expect to get an answer from God. And if God gave you an answer, told you that everything has been provided for, the reason that you don't have it is because you have not listened to the voice of God, perhaps for whatever those reasons might be. But you've listened to another voice that have tricked you, that have deceived you and taken from you all of that which is yours. You don't supposed to be using money. I think I might have mentioned this earlier. You don't be supposed to be using money. All that stuff is part of the con game. That's the crook's game. The crook's game. Everybody, Donald Trump got, if you're not a crook, you can't work with Donald Trump. You got to stand up and let them know you're a crookdom, and you don't mind the world knowing that you're for crookdom. Then you can give it to him. But see, that's what that has taken, that has deceived you, that has lied to you, that has been able to trick you in such a way that they got in charge of military. And the military is just as sleep as all of us. Really, they are. And if this joker says, pull up a gun and shoot them, hey, they went overseas and picked up a gun and shot people and got shot just because somebody told them to. They thought they had something else. What? Now they don't have anything but to stand up or stand down. But what he hasn't, I don't think he's given order. He's been suggesting that he is going to. And I'm thinking, let me tell you, I'm thinking, my present wife. Now, all of this stuff is life. My present wife, my promise to her was that the beauty of life was going to be presented during her time with me. Why did I say that? I said that because I know God. When I say I know God, I mean I know God will come through. I know God will come through, even when you don't even expect God to come through. Even when you say God ain't got no business here. But for the most part, God has given it for us to come through. The world that we're going through is us. We allowed that to happen. And now we expect God to fix it. God can only fix it through us. We must know that the power of it is in us. And because it is required of us to take care of the business. It is required of us to not bend to this bull, this BS, this stuff. It is required that we stand for what is proper. And what is proper, that you got a house, that you got food, that you got clothing, you got education, you got health care, and the best that you can get. And it costs you nothing but an obligation to find and engage yourself in something that you love. I'm repeating myself here again. And because you love it, you're going to get that joy. And it's going to connect you that money can't ever give you that. And because it gives you this kind of connection, it allows you to truly express that magnificent power that brought the world together and gave all these resources, now brought you together and got you hooked up together in such a way that every last one of you live as though you in heaven. You mean to tell me? I'm telling my wife, hey baby, everybody's gonna go for this. The world gonna change. We gonna have it just like a. Let me show you. And things got a little bit off because all this talking and going to jail and stuff like that, it wasn't producing any changes in the hearts and minds of people. In fact, they didn't even want to hear it. And here we are today, having had this just chasing you, year after year, chasing you, saying we can live. We can really live. We don't have to worry about war. We don't have to lock our windows. We don't have to lock our doors. We don't have to be upset when we see people coming because everybody's satisfied with life. Hey, my God, what a dream when it comes down to the results of this from the American people. I don't know about the people of the world. I'm talking about just here at home. Well, I feel satisfied. Let me tell you one thing about it. I have not been able to produce that kind of wonderful life where we can do anything that we wanted to do because I had enough access to that which is required. I haven't been able to do that. But there was never my intention to do it that way. My intention was that you, the people, who every last one of you desire that same outcome, and every last one of us being denied it. That if someone came to you as down to earth, I'm telling you that you can't get any more down to earth than me because I've been through it. I've gone through some stuff. The only reason that I'm here, is not because of you, the people. Yes, you are tools that have played a part, but I am here because of the power of the universe. I'm here because of God. And I ask myself all the time, why am I here? Most all of my brothers and stuff are gone. And why am I still here as old as I am? And I can think of one thing. I look around and see the pain, I see the suffering. And I know God doesn't like that, but God can't change it and won't change it unless you allow the power to be expressed. And then you take care of the business. Until that's happening, hey, it's not going to go. So I guess I'm here just waiting for that moment when you say yes to God and turn your back on everything else that has failed. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's kind of 12 minutes is long enough. I won't hold you any longer than that. But I want to thank you so very much for giving me this amount of your time. Until next, this is Eddie Marcus saying goodbye for now.